Welcome to Yorkshire, welcome to the Yorkshire Designer Outlet, welcome to Yorkshire Winterland. This is the final winter wonderland here from us in, well, let's say in Britain anyway, because we are heading to Scotland soon, where there is a couple of more places to discover. But today we are in York for their vintage fun fair that is here and held here every year. We'll show you around to show you what is here. This is the third time we've done this, and the lineup is, well, the same, and the position of the rides are the same. It's pretty much the same layout, but it's always good to get here because you don't often get to see the Speedway or the Ark, which is behind us. We'll show you around in a moment. I am with Theo.
Hi.
Now, Theo, you like coming to vintage fairs, don't you? Why? It's completely different, isn't it? Yeah. And you've been, you've done this Speedway a few times before, and you're looking forward to doing it again, aren't you? Now, Speedways, of course you know this, but a lot of the Speedways in the UK turned into waltzers. So if you know what I say about four-hill waltzers, this is one of the ones that escaped becoming a four-hill waltzer, basically, or being deconstructed. Not many Speedways in the UK left. This is one of them that you do see every year here in York. And the lineup's the same this year. It would be nice to get a bit of a different lineup of vintage rides, but I'd love to see an octopus here, really, if I'm honest with you. Shall we take everyone for a tour?
Yeah.
Are you just picking your nose?
No.
No. They do have an ice rink here, and we'll show you at the end. Now, everything is one token. One token is £3. So the price in here hasn't increased because it's always been the same. So I think £3 is really good because the ride time you get on here is actually really long. This is notoriously long. I've been watching this go round. This has been going around for a long time, and you seem to get a while on the Dodgems. Now, Megan has been here before. I think she joined us in, no, it wasn't last year, it was 2019. We came here in 2021 and it was unseasonably warm to the point where we wasn't wearing coats. I do remember it, and that was at the end of last year. So it was not quite a year ago since we came here. I'll show you what's here. We have got the Speedway. Now, of course, whilst I do this, we'll show you the boards that they have because they've got a lot of information. This is the 1936 Lakin Ark Speedway, and true to itself in its original form, as you can see. The only difference is the updates, is the fact that it's all LED. That's the only difference that you'll see with these. You'll see obviously the cars or what you sit on is the same. You can see the bike, the horses, and there's even the carriages on here as well. And yeah, it's a good little Speedway, isn't it? It'd be good. Say again.
I'll sit on the motorbike. You
want to sit on the motorbike? It's the only Speedway I've done, to be fair, so it's hard to compare it. Same to you, yeah, we know it's the same to you. It's hard to compare it against another Speedway, just simply because it's the only one I've done. You've been on a what?
Different roller coaster than you.
Have you? What's that then?
It was when I went on holiday in Wonderland.
In Spain?
Yeah.
That was a vintage fair, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Theo went to a vintage fair in Spain with Megan's parents, and there was. Yeah. Look, that's just, yeah. And they had like a roller coaster and a boat. Yeah.
There's like a boat ride, a haunted house.
Which I bet you didn't go on.
I didn't.
No.
A roller coaster and
that roller coaster was operated by a guy on the car, isn't it?
I think so.
Yeah, a bit like the one in Great Yarmouth.
Yeah.
So Theo's been to one additional vintage fair than me. It's fast.
Yeah.
You learn something new every day. I knew he'd been, but I completely forgot about that. His kid's got a memory.
And the way how to get to that vintage fair, you have to go on the train.
Yeah, it's a long way from where you were, wasn't it?
We have to walk it again.
We've got a few juveniles here. These are also one token, so these are all £3 as well. There's no information about these as such. I don't know how old these are. They do look quite old, but I don't think they go back to the era of them. But if we look at the actual things on here, like these cars, you wouldn't be able to fit in that. But I reckon you could fit in the fire brigade. Yeah, I don't know the date of that one.
That theme park has a weird train.
Had it.
It's the one where
Chatty.
It's the one where it goes on the hill.
Oh yeah.
And it goes up.
Tell you what, do you want to tell everyone about this fair as well? Because you've been here before. You should know everything about this. What is this, Theo? Go on.
McDonald's.
No, it's called the Charoplane. This is the 1930s Charoplane. A bit of information down here about it. It was first recorded owner as Arthur Shaw in 1937. Quite a lot of information which you can pause if you want to see of its history of who it's been owned by, but it does go all the way back to the 1930s.
Is this where we are?
Yeah, that is, yeah, I think that picture is of here, yeah, that is right. It came here in 2016, its first debut, it came here. They do look quite similar to a lot of other wave swingers or Charoplanes. Notably, and I always compare it to one in Cleethorpes, which geographically isn't that far from here. Oh, rushing me now, are you? Yeah, the one in Cleethorpes is on a beach, and it's always there. I don't know if it's been taken down, but it's very similar, and that's how I compare them. But it's very well kept to say it's nearly 100 years old. Crazy. We have over here got the Dodgems. This is what is called G. Orton Son and Spooner Ltd. This is the Dodgems. We've done this quite a few times. Again, this is 3 tokens a car. We've got Elton John playing, which is ironic. Ironic because I was watching. What was I watching? It's called Rocket Man. There's a film called Rocket Man that came out 2-3 years ago, and I watched it. It's quite good. If you want to watch it, you can. It features a song, that's what it reminds me of. But these Dodgem cars remind me of Butlins, because Butlins used to have cars similar to this years ago. I don't know if the cars are as old as that. I don't think they will be. I don't know if there's any information about this one. There's usually a good bit of information about the rides here. Oh, they're here. Here we go. So this was built in. Oh, so this was built in 1937. This will actually be the actual building itself, not necessarily the cars. Again, you can pause and have a read at this yourself, because there's a lot to take in on here. But yeah. I think it's floor made by Splunk version. Oh, there was a banked version. That would be interesting with a bit of curves on it. I'm sure there's a bit of information about the cars themselves on there. The new restored Dodgems made the debut. Oh, they've been restored. Okay. Yeah, but these are quite fast, these. We've done these before. Theo's able to do his own car, and there will be a vintage Dodgem battle on here between me and Theo and anyone else that is on there. They do slide. It has been raining, but it's not that bad, I don't think. So they have that. They have a few more juveniles here. Miss J. Powell's, which is also a Orton and Spooner ride. Like I say, none of the juveniles have much information. The one next to it does. We'll check that one out in a moment. But this is basically a little train ride that goes round and round. Oh, it also has, I believe, all the Yorkshire coastline names. So Hornsey is a Yorkshire coastline, Bridlington, Filey, Whitby, and Castle Howard. I don't know where that is. I think that might be on a coastline. Castle Howard, not too sure. Let's have a look what the other places are. They've got Sunderland, which is coastline, I believe, but that is not Yorkshire. That's up in far northeast. South Shields is coastal. Newcastle kind of is. Hartlepool is as well. So yeah, they've got 2 lots of trains, one going to Yorkshire and one going up to the northeast. They're not really going there. We've got this here. This is the Lakin Racing Autodrome Muffin the Mule, and there is Muffin himself. I'll show you a bit more. This is from the 1947. Again, if you want to pause it to read this, you can. You'll notice as well as you read these, you'll notice some of the names. Like on here we've got Thursdens, we've got names from other known names on the other boards as well. And this is basically similar to the train set, but this has got slight, it's a bit like a Speedway in a sense. It's not quite the Speedway, but you've got the Muffin the Mule, and then the cars. But if you look at the decor of it, that's the original, surely. But I think it's been preserved by the looks of it. But yeah, that's the Muffin the Mule, and we'll just show from the front of here, Racing Autodrome. Again, that is the original rounding boards up there as well. Very original rounding boards. There is a few game stalls here. We've got the cup game stall there, where you throw a ball into a cup. We've also got the classic hooker duck over there, which is prize every time. We've got the sharp shooter, which Theo played last year and miserably failed at. It's like a cork spud gun, you know, the corks. Yeah. They normally have the frog into a lily pad. Theo noticed it's not here, and he's not upset, but he was disappointed not to see that this year. And we have seen it other place though. We've seen it somewhere else. I can't remember where, but we have seen it here. They have got the store there. Now this is where you get your tokens from. It's 1 token for £3. It's basically an old waltzer cab. I was told that 4 years ago, and I've still remembered. For those that wanting to know where this is, it is on the York Designer Outlet car park. It's always situated over by here, but like any shopping centre, parking is a bit of a pain. I was lucky enough to park just there, but going around you can see it's a bit like the Trafford Centre in Manchester. It can be a nightmare. It's open quite long hours as well. And then here we have got the ice rink. This is always popular. Every time I see this, it is so busy. And iconically, it's been raining and no one's phased, but iconically it's the one with the Christmas tree in the middle. I do think it's one of the best looking ice rinks. I like the design. I don't know if this was purposely designed like this or whether this is just recently because of the weather. Unfortunately, due to the warm weather that happened a couple of days ago from filming this, all this melted, which is quite typical. But I don't know if this is formed back. It's like a giraffe's skin. I like how it's been formed. I don't know if it was meant to be formed like that, but it does look good. But yeah, that is your ice skating. We're not doing the ice skating today as much as Theo loves ice skating. We did do ice skating at the start of the year when we went to M&D's. Theo's really good at ice skating, but it's quite busy on there. This isn't busy actually. This is quite quiet. I've seen it a lot busier. I'd book in advance on that one because it does sell out. Not today, mate. We have got ice skating coming up next year.
Oh yeah, ice skating.
He loves ice skating. And that is what is here at the Yorkshire Winter Wonderland. And like I say, this is the last one for us in England, because we've done all the ones we wanted to do or scheduled to do in England. We are off to Scotland in a week's time from filming this, so we're heading to Scotland. I think there might be a Winter Wonderland up there, or called a Winter Wonderland, but they are probably classed as Winter Wonderlands anyway. But yeah, it's really nice. This easy to get to, just off the A64. We're from Blackpool. Took us 2 hours to get here, but we're off to Scarborough after anyway. This is traditionally what we do. It's an hour away from here, Scarborough. Not that far. Just before we go, Theo is obviously, if you know Theo, he's been playing football. You got took out, didn't you?
No, I took them out and they landed on me.
That's called karma. So we're going to go on the 3 selected rides. We're going to go on the chair plane. I'm thankful that the rain has stopped. We're going to go on the Speedway, and we're going to do a Dodgem battle as well. So we're going to bring these rides to you. We'll show you a bit more off-ride. You'll notice there's been no intro. That's just simply because when I watched last year's vlog back, the intro was really hard to do with how small it is. So there's been no intro, but I'll show you off-ride before we go on the ride, so you can see it in a bit more action. But we'll take you on the first ride. What's that going to be?
Speedway.
We're going to go straight in with Benson Speedway. Starting off the ride as traditional as we do on the waltzer. This is the Ark Speedway. And Theo has taken his fancy on a bike, haven't you? Now then, people were riding these nearly 100 years ago. How does that feel to be riding one now? Huh? You don't know? Okay, well that's that question to the end. Now there's a bit of information to show you whilst we watch this go round. Note the bars on the side, or the one I'm sat next to. You could, back in the day, obviously I don't think it's advised now, or it's probably against health and safety, but back in the day when the ride was full, you could stand up against the bar. And there's so many photos on the internet showing that. That would be a really good experience, but I don't think health and safety allows it. Which is a shame, because standing up on something like this is totally different. Now I remember this does go slow at the start and does go fast towards the end. And you do normally get quite a while on this as well. I'll do a bit of pan shots as well to show you around. You see the decor. You gonna make your bike go any faster? It has picked speed up. This does go quite fast, this. You'll be amazed when you see it go round. Since the last spoke. Now it would be nice to sit in this. It'd be like sitting on a rocking chair. So this is like where really young children could actually ride. Theo's becoming a daredevil. So if you've got like quite young children, they can still enjoy this ride.
It's kind of hard to...
You're doing a bit of leaning. He's got some skills, this kid. As this goes on, it goes faster, ever so slightly, and as that time progresses, it gets a lot harder to hold on. I'm holding on with one hand for obvious reasons. It's actually, if I just go handless, it's actually really hard. I'm not too sure how Theo's doing it. But these, yeah. Just picturing it as a waltzer now. So every time you do that dip, that's one revolution on a waltzer. So these, based on that, they can go that little bit faster. Again, the original pay box in the middle, you don't see anything like that anymore. They're usually quite rounded. Like I say, the cash box where you get your tokens from is of an original waltzer box. Speed's really picked up now. Really picked up. How's the no hands going for you? Yeah? You're doing a good job. I can't do that. I'm struggling. We are going really fast now. This is probably max speed. I think so anyway. Just imagine this as a waltzer. 5-minute cycle, which is about right for this. Any longer, you probably have achy legs as you come off. But I hope you enjoyed that, because that was something different to show you. There we go, that was the Ark, Speedway Ark. Theo was just telling me his tricks to the trade of how he did that without his hands. Go on, tell everyone.
One foot had to be on the floor and you had to push down.
You had to push down.
Hard on the floor.
Very good tactics that, well done. Yeah, there we go, that was that. That's the Speedway completed here in Yorkshire. And you don't come across them very often. Right, we've either got Dodgems or the aeroplanes. Which ones do you want to do next? You want to do Dodgems? Yeah. We'll take everyone over there because they are rolling. So we'll show everyone these cars in action. You'll see them in action when we're on them anyway. Watch how fast they are. That green one, number 13, seems to be pretty rapid, or it was. So we're going to take you on this next.
13.
You're going to get car 13?
Yeah.
We're looking for some that, you know. It's an unusual car colour, that. That pink, I think I was say, there's one there as well. There's a few different colours, there's a couple of whites. Right, let's take you on for this Dodgem battle, or shall we say, vintage Dodgem battle. Let's take you on. And here we go. I guarantee you my car's the slowest. Yeah, the Dodgem battle has commenced. These cars can't go backwards. As you'll see at the bottom, there is still a scoreboard. I think it's one of these tracks where you've got to be in a specific area for it to go a bit quicker. I remember saying a few years ago it was easier when it was in the centre of the track. There's Theo. You don't get points for head-on bumping. Oh no. We're going the wrong way. Oh, let's go this way. Let's try and do him over his own game. Oh, he did actually get me. Yeah. Oh, no, I can't get out of this. Turn your wheel. Turn it more. Oh, it wasn't hard, was it? Now we're behind him. Let's try and get these points back. Take your mama out. Why is my car going so slow? Well, that worked. Yay! Yay! No, you didn't. Theo's trying to cheat. We're going to be able to get... Oh no! I should have really head-on bumped him. Oh, we're in trouble here. Oh, we're in a bit of a wet spot. Turn your wheel! I think our car's died. You're not trying! Turn your wheel! You're not! Turn your wheel! Turn your wheel harder! I think we should lose all the points off Theo's side for that. Yeah! I think there's a bit more power down this end of the track. Wrong way round the track. Yeah, I have to go back to old days of driving school for Theo. You're not getting any points doing that. Let's see if this end of the track's a bit better with it being close to the yeah. Oh yeah, there's definitely more speed down here. Oh. I can't get him off me now. Also, I love the smell of this track. It's got that very classic Dodgem smell. If you know the smell, you'll know what I'm on about. Down the mat. Got some classic memories of me and my dad on Dodgems. Hey, get lost, turn your wheel. Yeah, especially at Butlins. They used to go on the Dodgems at Butlins all the time. Yeah, no points for head-on bumping though. Oh, come on. See if I can get some speed before he gets catching up to me. Oh. Theo, he's just giggling away to himself. I'm coming round. Yeah! Oh, last one wins! I think you'll find that I won that, Theo. So it turns out the reason why the power went off is because there was an issue with one of the Dodgem cars just a moment ago. So they just asked us to stay in the car and we're going to go again. But Theo, you've got to remember, last bump wins, yeah? I'm already winning that. No, you're not. We're off again. That was already a 4-minute cycle. These are going quite fast now. Oh! What I should have told Theo is every bump he does now he loses points. Look at the speed of that! Get off! Literally trying to escape. These ends don't like cars. Will you go and get someone else? Yeah. It's 2-1. Oh, we forgot about the old scores. Right. Yeah, that's what I wanted him to do. Oh, he could have had me then, actually. If only you could hear what he just said. Oh, come on! I'm trying to get some speed! Yeah, you tell him. Oh. Turn your wheel! Hear this? Hey, got away! Of course, Theo's car's faster than ours. What's going on here? The Dodgem shuffle. I can't see it being going on for much longer. Theo is no points for head-on bumping though. Oh, we should stay down this end. You get faster down here. Oh, look at this! Oh! You just know for sure that he's so buzzing that he got the last bump then.
I would.
Yeah. That was the vintage Dodgem. Quite good. I have known them go a little bit faster before, but as you'll know, scores at the bottom of the screen will tell you who won that.
Come on, let's go on.
You want to go on this? Yeah. Anyway, before we do that, Theo, Dodgems, how did you like them?
Awesome.
Awesome. Yeah. Your car was the fastest.
Literally,
Right.
some cars set for us to stop, but we kept going. They're like, what?
Yeah. I don't think they did. Right, we're going to take you on this. This is the Chair-O-Plane. Show you a bit of off-ride first. What are we on?
Okay, yeah.
Chair-O-Plane. How do you not know what we're on?
I just forgot.
I didn't say wave swinger. Now I don't think these rides come out very often. I only see these at Christmas. They're quite well kept. Especially the Speedway. I can never get my head around why Theo likes chair-o-planes and wave swingers, but not star flyers. Of course, star flyers go a lot higher. But they're not that much different, are they really? Just the height. Hey Theo. You flying? Put your arms out. Not like that. Superman arms. Legs out. Legs out like that, that's it. Speaking of Cleethorpes, I've not been to Cleethorpes this year. I always go to Cleethorpes. We've got can we go there tomorrow? Yeah. No. The best time to go to Cleethorpes is definitely in the summer. It's a nice little seaside town. There's not a lot going on, but they have this fair on the front. In fact, we did a vlog there in 2019. And we've got a coaster, which is quite old, should we say. We've got a twin snake slide, one of these, and a Ferris wheel as well. Now, as I said at the start of the vlog, I said you get a long time on these rides, and you certainly do. This is now just starting to slow down. So typically each ride's about 5 minutes long. So for £3, and it's a vintage fair, I think it's been quite good value for money. Of course, there is height restrictions. This is 1.2 to do this ride. Theo wasn't able to do this 3 years ago when he wasn't tall enough. Last year, obviously, he was over the 1.2 mark, so we did it last year. But the other rides are very accommodating. I think the Dodgems might have a height restriction on as well, actually. Yeah, 1.2. I'm not too sure if that's to ride on your own or not. And that is the rides complete here that we're going to be riding here at the Yorkshire Winter Wonderland. As I said at the start, the lineup is the same. The only real difference is the game stalls, if I'm honest with you. The layout is exactly the same, and it is year by year. It would be nice to have something not different. I think the vintage style is really good to have here, because otherwise we wouldn't have this at all. So I'm not saying write that off, but it'd be nice to have a different ride. I think the problem is it's where you'd put it, because I don't think they've got a lot of space on here. So I don't think they'd be able to swap it out. So I wouldn't want to see this gone, because it's good to see a vintage fair up north. Of course, we do have the vintage museum in Scarborough, that's not far from here, and you can ride an Ark there, I think, if I remember rightly, along with a lot of old vintage rides there as well. So, but it's nice to have something like this that you can easily get to. York is really easy to get to, well, it's for us anyway, and it's always been a highlight to come here, and I can't miss coming here. Theo, have you had a good time?
Yeah.
What would you say is your favourite ride here? Dodgems, is it because you won?
Yeah.
I'm surprised you've not said this.
And that.
Yeah, I do like the Ark. It's only because I ride it once a year, basically. It's quite something different. And whilst I was sat filming it, I was thinking about the fact of what would the waltzer car be doing right now. Towards the end of it, the waltzer car would have been spinning flat out. So they do go quite fast, as you can see now. I like the way he runs it, nice and slow to start, and then speeds up. I didn't ask the question about the bars. It would be good to know about the information, but I'm pretty sure health and safety don't allow it anymore, which is a real shame. But it's good if you are able to get it here. I believe this is on until it's on later than other winter wonderlands. I'm just going to try and find that information out, actually. I'm pretty sure it's on until like the 9th or something, but like I say, they do have the ice rink, which, as you can see, is quite busy. It's always notably busy, this one, out of the ones that I see, and especially when I go to other winter wonderlands, the ice rinks are not exactly busy. This one's very big as well. My only flaw with winter wonderland ice arenas is that it is they're outdoor, so when it rains it's not as good, but it's been raining, and when we got here it was really busy. I think they should have a canopy on them, but I suppose on nice days, canopies,
What's that?
a roof. That's just my opinion, because we went to a winter wonderland up north a couple of weeks ago, and it was really heavily raining. There was no one on it, so the canopy adds to the effect, but I suppose you ruin the aspect of the Christmas tree if you put a canopy up. I can't find out the information about the dates. I will put them in the description below, so I'm pretty sure... No. We're going ice skating next month, don't you worry. I'll put myself in the eye. I'm pretty sure it's on until like the 9th of Jan. It'll be in the description below when this is on till. I'm pretty sure this runs a week later than all the other winter wonderlands. It typically does anyway. And the entrance to here is either over there, or you can go through this section here into the car park. Nice and easy to get to, and this is all free as well. And if you want to, you can take a look at the designer outlet, which are usually shops that are cheaper. We'll see you all in the next vlog. I hope you enjoyed this one. Leave a comment, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new. From myself here and Theo, bye. We'll see you in the next vlog. Just runs across the road, doesn't he? Quality out.